Hello students, lecture 20. In lecture 20, we will have a quick revision of chapter Resources and Development, Geography chapter 1. In video lectures based on this chapter, we discussed in details. This will be a quick revision. So let us start. The first one is classification of resources. Resources are classified on the basis of their origin as biotic and abiotic resources. On the basis of exhaustibility, resources on the basis of exhaustibility are natural, man-made, renewable, non-renewable, and etc. Then resources on the basis of ownership. Resources on the basis of ownership can be classified as individual resources, the resources which are possessed, owned by individuals, for example, house, farmland, bus, car, bike, etc. Then national resources or community resources, the resources which are owned by large number of people and are accessible to use for them, like public parks, picnic spots, burial grounds, etc. Then next is national resources. Technically, every resource is a national resource. Nation has right to acquire, to use any land, any area for national use. And the last one is on the basis of ownership is the international resources. The resources beyond 200 nautical miles in the oceanic regions, and these resources cannot be used by one country with their own ways or with their own choice. There is a international agreement on the use of these resources. Next is Rio de Janeiro Earth Summit 1992. It was the first Earth Summit to protect Earth from degradation and global warming in 20th 21st century. So about 100 heads of the world countries met over there and they signed an agreement known as Agenda 21. Next is resources planning in India. 3 stages of resources planning. In India, resources are planned in 3 stages. Stage number 1, knowing resources, surveying, inventory making, and mapping. Second stage is endowment with technology, means what technology we have, do we have adequate technology to use the resources or not. And third stage is match with overall national plan. Next is land utilization and land use pattern. In India, land is used in different manners like forest, agriculture, construction, pasture lands. All these are land use or utilization. Pattern involves the various data, that is 3.28 million square kilometers total land available. Only 93% of this land is surveyed on how to use. 7% the eastern and some Pakistan occupied Kashmir and some China occupied Kashmir areas are not surveyed and their utility. Then in this about 93% land, 80% land, the cultivation basically is divided into hill areas and plain areas. So in plain areas, 80% of the total land available is cultivated, reported, whereas in the hilly areas, in Himalayan areas and eastern areas, only 10% of the land is reported cultivated. So the cultivation report is varying on the basis of the geographical relief and the hills, plains, etc. Then Gandhian thought. Gandhiji also was very much concerned about resource planning, and Gandhiji said that there is enough to meet our needs, but not a single resource to fulfill our greed. And another thing, that Gandhiji put greedy people into the exploitative nature of natural resources at global level. Next is land degradation and conservation method. There are basically three broad land degrading factors. The first one is over irrigation in states of Haryana and Punjab. Second one is over grazing in states of Rajasthan, Maharashtra, and Gujarat, etc. And third is mining in states of Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand. These areas are endowed with large amount of minerals. So these are the broad factors of land degradation. Now, how to manage? We can manage it by minimizing irrigation and developing such quality of seeds also which can be means required less amount of water for irrigation and so on. Overgrazing also can be minimized by cyclic movement of grazing for cattle, moving cattle from one area to another area. That is called cyclic movement as per climatic conditions. Like in summers, uphills cattle can be taken uphills, temperature and grass is available. And in winters, when grass is not available in the uphills, then cattle can be brought in the plain areas where temperature, climate and grass and fodder is available for the animals. This is how we can manage land degradation and protect land from degrading. Next is types of soils. Basically 6 types of soils we discuss in this chapter. The soils are alluvial soil, black soil, red and yellow soil, laterite, arid and mountain type soil. Alluvial is also called the Bangar and Khadar in Piedmont zones, Dwar, Chos, Tarai in the hilly areas. This is one of the most spread and fertile soil. Black soil is also called Reger soil or the black cotton soil. It is suitable for cotton plantation. Red and yellow soil, it is red when it is dry and it appears yellow when it is in its hydrated state. This is highly, its fertile content is highly, it is less in quantity because it washed away, the fertile content is washed away and it is dead also due to high temperature. Then laterite soil, it is obtained, it is like a brick, later Latin word meaning brick. So it is obtained from those substances, but laterite soil can be made fertile or suitable for cultivation by adequate irrigation and manuring and adding fertilizers. Then arid soil. Arid soil is also called desert soil. It is loose, sandy, it is brown to red in color, mainly found in western states like Rajasthan, etc. It is found. The Thar Desert is one of the most important arid soil area. This also can be made suitable for bajra cultivation by irrigating and adding biomanure, etc. Then mountain type soils. It is found in high uphill, in high mountainous areas where the branches of trees, that is evergreen trees or the forest, rainforest are available, so they add to the fertility of this soil. In the uphills, mountain soil is less fertile. In the downslopes, mountainous soil is highly fertile. Then next is soil erosion and soil conservation method. Soil erosion are basically, as per text content, are 2 types, that is gully erosion and sheet erosion. Gully erosion is a type of soil erosion in which rainwater cuts deep channels, and these channels go deeper and deeper with constant cutting by the rainwater, like the Chambal Basin in near Jhansi, Gwalior areas, you can find all these gully erosion. It is eroded by rain water. Second type of soil erosion is sheet erosion. Sheet means large area. Here not a small sheet, geographical sheet. Plain large area over which the rainwater moves and washes away the top layer completely. That is called sheet erosion. This is also caused due to rain water. Now, management of soil erosion. Soil erosion can be maintained by different ways. The first one is plowing along the contours. In hilly areas, farmers, instead of plowing down the slopes, they should plow across the slopes. That is called plowing along contours. Second is step cutting or terrace cultivation. Again, in the hilly areas in Himachal Pradesh and other Himalayan area states, you can find terrace cultivation where hill slopes can be cut and terraces be made, and those terraces can be used for cultivating the crop area in small in a small scale. At the small scale they can be used. Next is strip cropping. Strip cropping is done in plain areas where fast wind or the torrential rains occur. Torrential rain means fast wind with rain. So in these areas, entire large field crop fields can be converted into strips, and these strips are one strip of grass, then crop, then grass. So like this, intermittently grass crop strips are made, so that because grass roots are, their root network is very strong and they can hold on soil and decelerate water and wind force. And the last factor to manage soil erosion is shelter belts. Shelter belt meaning planting of trees in large number in a long belt, and these trees are also, the shelter belts are also helpful in the areas where fast wind is blowing, that is in the foothills and in desert area or the open areas in the coastal areas. So these shelter belts first control fast wind moving, come to these long trees. These are basically high growing trees. So wind comes and meet to these trees first, and these trees slow down the wind force, and soil and other small plants and crops are protected. The last one is the map work based on identification of 6 types of soils. 6 types of soils we discuss here: alluvial soil, black, red and yellow soil, laterite, arid and mountainous type soil. All these soils, a map is given in a geography book. So on the basis of that, one feature is randomly asked for identification. So that is all. It is a quick revision. So you can it will help you to go through. But detailed revision already we have done. If you want to quick revision, say for example, if tomorrow your pre-board is there, so in pre-board you just go through this video. It will give you, because tentatively every knowledge about every article you have discussed. So once you get into touch with all these articles, it will help you, and then you may be able to answer. So that's all as a quick revision. So keep on watching. Tomorrow we will start geography chapter in lecture number 21. We will start geography chapter 4, that is agriculture. So students, thank you very much and keep on watching. Thanks a lot.